Happy October, witches! It's October. I'm so happy. Before I get started, can I just say that in the month of September, I gained 100 new subscribers, which is like just insane to me. So let me say welcome to all of you. Welcome back to everybody who was here before. Just welcome to everybody. I'm just really happy. Okay, so now, oh, I forgot to light my candle. Hold on. I forgot the whole intro, the one I do on every video. Okay, I guess I was just so excited about the subscriber count and about it being October and autumn that I just... Now this is a video that has actually been sort of brewing for a while because a lot of people have been asking for beauty spells. Before we jump in, because I don't want anyone to be, disappointed, I just want to be clear because I did have a few people ask me for things like a spell to alter their height or a spell to make their breasts bigger. Unfortunately, I wish it did. That would be awesome, but magic doesn't quite work that way. Magic still abides by the laws of physics, the laws of genetics, and there are certain things that you're just not going to be able to achieve with magic alone, or with magic at all. And I also have an additional side note that many people are probably just gonna roll their eyes at, and that's totally fine. But part of the reason it took me a while to make this video is because I really believe in people accepting themselves for who they are. Loving yourself despite any physical flaws or what you perceive as flaws, being your own worst critic. Everybody has insecurities, and I do understand that. I do accept it, and I know that we all have things about ourselves that we want to change. I just would rather encourage people to accept the things they view as flaws, love themselves despite those things, than to be like, yes, you're flawed, here's some magic to fix that. I just want to be clear that that's not what I'm trying to do here. True beauty, it shines from inside out. If you love yourself, if you take care of yourself, and if you hold yourself physically and emotionally with confidence, despite having a few things about yourself that you'd rather change, you will, I guarantee you, both look and feel better. When somebody walks into a room and they're just carrying themselves with vast amounts of confidence, it turns heads. And that is what people are looking at. They're not looking so they can, nitpick your figure. They're turning their heads because they're like, well, damn, look at you walking in here. And that's a big thing that we're after when we do beauty spells, is that sort of confidence. But the thing is about confidence, it is one of those areas when fake it till you make it 100% works. So that I'm done with my tangent. That's all I wanted to say. At the end of the day, I do acknowledge we all have things that we are self-conscious about. That's just like a human trait. I've got things about my appearance, my body, my face that I don't like. I've accepted them, but I also still work on them. So I get it. And that is why I decided to go ahead and make this video. So here we go. I've got 4 just kind of daily rituals you can do and 1 final spell right at the very end. Now this is for altering appearance, enhancing beauty, and casting glamours. So what glamours do as an illusion spell is they actually take the things about you that you like and make them more pronounced. So it's not like the acne just disappears. It's more like people are just not gonna notice it because they're too focused on, your smile or your eyes or whatever. Remember when I talked about it earlier, hold yourself with confidence. There's a lot of things that other people aren't gonna notice. Confidence in itself is a glamour. Number 1, you can set up a beauty altar. Now this should be something that you use daily, or at the very least that you use regularly when you're going out or going to work or whatever. Just in general, getting ready for the day. That way you're constantly working at it, you're constantly kind of charging it with your energy. When you're looking in that that mirror and you're applying your makeup or styling your hair or even just washing your face, you are consistently going after these things that you want to achieve. If you're using makeup to make your eyes stand out more, or a specific moisturizer to lessen fine lines and wrinkles, you're constantly that's what you're thinking about when you're doing it. So you're investing that intention into that action and therefore into that altar space. And it doesn't have to be a full-blown altar like you would have for, the rest of your practice, but just a few simple things. A few things I might recommend you have at this altar is a pink or lavender candle, a rose quartz, possibly a little statue or imagery of Venus or Aphrodite, affirmations taped to the mirror or wherever you're going to see them regularly, your absolute favorite picture of yourself, you looking at your top-notch best. This is a great thing to have on your beauty altar because that's what you're aspiring to. Remember, you can always use any of your altars as sort of a picture board, things that you're trying to manifest in your life. So that would be one way of, kind of using that area in that manner. Decorate it with imagery of roses. And of course, you can also keep a little charm bag tucked away. Number 2, charge your tools. Okay, I am talking makeup brushes, accessories, jewelry, nail polish, lotions, whatever you use to enhance your look, charge it up. We charge up plenty of other magical tools. So if you want to take, your application of makeup or your hairstyling or applying your acne treatment and take it from a mundane, this is just what I do every day, and turn it into a magical experience, why wouldn't you charge that stuff? So do whatever it is that you usually do to charge things, whether that's sitting with it, meditating it, putting intention into it, running it under a moving stream, leaving it out under the full moon. Any of those or your own options will totally work. Number 3, wear red lipstick. I might be a little biased. It is my favorite lipstick color after all. I don't care what anybody says, red lipstick looks good on everyone. I don't care what your skin tone is, your hair color, your eye color, red lipstick looks good on you. Seriously, I mean it. I feel like the only reason more people don't wear a bold red lipstick is because they feel like it's too bold for them. They can't pull it off. Trust me, you can. Like I said earlier, wear it with confidence and nobody's gonna look at you and be like, I mean, unless they're rude, because some people are just like that. But who cares about what they think anyway? So think about what the color red represents. Power, sensuality, beauty, passion, courage. Those are all correspondences with the color red. And who doesn't want to be a powerful, beautiful, courageous, sensual, passionate witch? All you need to do is take your favorite red lipstick, anoint it with moon water if you want, but it's not a necessity, and just sit with it, meditate, charge it up with your intentions. A little side note, because it's not necessarily beauty spell related, but it is also a really great idea to charge it up with anything to do with speech. So if you want to be able to speak your truth more, or speak more eloquently, or feel bold enough to step up and speak up for yourself more often, those are also really great intentions for specifically lipstick. And now, when we get right down to it, you can really use any sort of color correspondences when it comes to your makeup, your accessories, your hair accessories, your clothing, your nail polish. Again, that's just taking a bit of witchy and adding it to your everyday, mundane experiences. The reason I'm recommending red lipstick for this particular tip is because, like I said, it looks good on everyone, so I feel like that is a color I can't really go wrong with recommending. But I also just really love those correspondences when it comes to beauty and when it comes to appearing a certain way to other people. Number 4, use rose oil or rose water. Okay, first of all, they just smell really good. So there's that. But again, we're looking at correspondences here. Roses have long been associated with beauty and love, or in this case, self-love. Personally, I wear rose oil almost every day. I love the smell of rose oil. If maybe you have sensitive skin or just oils in general aren't really your thing, rose water is also a great way to go. You can just like mist it on your face, use it as a full body spray. It's a very subtle scent, so you don't have to worry about like blasting anyone with it. This is also just a personal preference, but I love keeping, it It's like beige on beige over here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me put it in front here. I like putting my like beauty supplies in beautiful containers. It's just like beauty on top of beauty on top of beauty. Okay, and here's the final one, number 5. It is a mirror and rose water spell. So the first thing you're going to need is a mirror. It can be a great big one or a wall mirror, or it can just be like a tiny hand mirror, and just so long as you can get like a good, it's not too tiny, you want to get a good view of yourself, but you also want to be able to prop it up against something so you can like have your hands free. You'll also need a bowl of rose water. Now some optional ingredients are sprigs of lavender, a pink or white candle, and a little bit of rose quartz. So first thing you're going to do is take your bowl of rose water and you want to leave it under the moon overnight. Try to bring it inside before the sun comes up, and the full moon is best, but really any moon will be fine as long as it's not the new moon. Now, once that rose water is all charged up and ready to go, if you are using the lavender and rose quartz, you can just simply put those in the bowl. Rose quartz will not dissolve in water, so you're good there. You want to sit down comfortably in front of the mirror and have the bowl sitting right in front of you. If you're using the candle, which like I said, it's optional, but I do recommend it, light that now. I also recommend that you make that the only light source in the room. So you'll look at yourself in the mirror, and I want you to focus squarely right about here between the eyebrows, right at your third eye area. Clear your mind, breathe nice and deep, even breaths, and focus on that point until the rest of your image around that in the reflection should just sort of become a distorted blur. You can blink though, don't worry. Once you reach that point of, crystal clear mental focus and the vision of your reflection is a little bit blurry, a little bit distorted, you want to hold your hands out over the bowl of water. Continue focusing on that third eye point in your reflection and start to visualize the rest of your reflection becoming your ideal version of yourself. I'll put myself on blast as an example. So I deal with adult acne. It's not horrible, but I still don't like it. I do have some fine lines and wrinkles. I have bags under my eyes. I want to be back down to my ideal weight where I was before. Those are just a few things. So those are things that I would visualize in this reflection. But also keep in mind, you don't just have to focus on those specific things. I want you to also visualize the things about yourself that you already love. Like, I freaking love my hair. So that part we're keeping. I'm gonna visualize that because I want my hair to stay thick and curly for the rest of my freaking life. I love that I have an hourglass figure. I've got a small waist in proportion to my bust and my hips. I love that figure. I'm also a person that smiles a lot, and I really like my smile. So those are things that I would include in this visualization, not just the things that I wish weren't there or the things that I wish I did have. Focus on the whole picture. And it also doesn't just have to be these, physical features. It could be certain actions or way of moving, or you just want to look like an overall happier person. So maybe you visualize yourself holding yourself with more confidence, moving with more grace, laughing more often. Those are just examples and a lot of different things that you can kind of take into account. Commit this visualization, this look to memory, because you're going to want to reflect back on it in the days to come. But for now, hold that visualization. You are going to take one hand and hold it up to the mirror. You don't necessarily have to be touching it. And now picture that ideal you reflected in the mirror glowing. And it can be a brilliant white light, it can be gold, whatever works for you. Keep the other hand hovering over the bowl of water. Start visualizing one hand drawing in that energy from the mirror. You're gonna draw it in and pull it to your center. Let it travel through your whole body. Up one arm, down your torso, down each leg, up through your head. And as you're doing this, say out loud who you want to be. But speak it as if it's already true in the present tense. So I am an energetic, graceful, radiant queen of beauty. I have a magnetic smile, a contagious laugh, and I have skin as smooth as marble. You know, something like that. So allow that energy as you're speaking to flow into you, spreading throughout your whole body. And eventually, once you feel like you've felt that little click, that little shift of energy, and you've allowed it to run its course throughout your whole body, send it out the other hand, like down the other arm, out the other hand, into the bowl of rose water. Charge that rose water up. When you're done sending all that energy through, you're going to use that rose water, wash your hands with it, and wash your face with it. That way, that visualization, that energy, everything that you just charged up with that new ideal reflection of yourself has touched you both inside and now outside. Now, this is a spell that you can really do either as little or as often as you like. You can do it daily, you can do it weekly, you just want to do it consistently for a while until you start to see a change, a result. Because all these things do take a bit of time. And this spell is a bit of an investment. So like I said, you're committing that image that you just created to memory, and you're also thinking about that image every day. I want you to try to see it every time you look in the mirror. Visualize it. Even if you're just passing by a mirror or like a storefront window to like fix your hair, just get that image in there. That way you are constantly fueling that energy. All right, so I know many people already have some, magical beauty rituals that they do on a regular basis. So if you have one or several, please leave those in the comments below. We've got my Instagram and my email right here. Like I said, this was a requested video. So if you have other topics or similar topics or whatever that you would like to see, also leave those in the comments below. Email me, whatever. I have said this before, I have a list of them that are piling up, so it may take me a little bit of time to get around to your request, but I will do so. If this was enjoyable and helpful, please thumbs up, click it, it's right down below. And of course, there's always the subscribe button. I think pretty sure it's over here somewhere, over here. I think that's a subscribe button. And then there's also the big red subscribe button below the video. But also make sure to ding the little bell because then you'll get notifications. Thank you to everyone who did request this video. I am sorry if it's not exactly what you wanted. And also thanks for listening to my tangent earlier. I wish you all the best of luck in both your beauty and self-love journeys. I will see you all soon.